Hey!
Back at it with another YouTube video. By the way, the last one we uploaded was actually going to be uploaded 2 weeks ago, but...
It's not true, we did it yesterday, honest.
So this video, we're not going to continue on from last time, because we thought, before we get into this actually, we want to just be plain and dead honest with everyone. Pros and cons to eBay, Amazon to eBay dropshipping, because not enough people talk about it. I think also actually Amazon to eBay dropshipping is kind of less people doing it now. There's less of a hype around it, which I think is wrong actually, because with our new tactic that we've implemented,
Just also the ease of access.
the ease to start.
Because if anyone who's watching this who has barely started or not started at all and is interested in dropshipping, the good thing about doing eBay dropshipping, for me and for us especially, is we've learned so much and it's given us an insight into dropshipping in general. It's like giving us that little window, and it was a first it was a small window, and now we're like, wow, we love this business model, because you learn the business model through this way, the simplified version of dropshipping. And then it makes you start thinking about it, and you're like, hold on a sec, I want to get into this, I want to do well, and you can. There's so many different things you can do.
I mean, there's also so we do Amazon to eBay. Obviously, there's just eBay dropshipping, so you're using different wholesalers as your suppliers. There's Amazon dropshipping, there's Shopify dropshipping, ads or no ads, and yeah, I mean, there's quite a lot of different versions of it. We've found obviously eBay to be most successful, but when people ask which one is the best one to do, there's not really an answer to that question. Everyone's going to say something different.
Because we know some people, especially in America, I suppose, with Amazon dropshipping, we know some people who have done really well with Amazon dropshipping, where then there's other people who have different experiences. So it's all down to the individual and what work to put in, and you know how well you do based on that. You know, it's kind of like, it is different.
I think it all comes down to your commitment, and therefore which one connects with you the most. So for example, I actually really like the idea of Shopify dropshipping because it's creative, and I find myself to be quite a creative person. I gave it a go, and I'll be honest, it was a car crash. Total car crash.
So this is the brand.
Yeah, it was.
There actually. It is. That was the Instagram brand.
Yeah. It was print on demand, wasn't it? But maybe that, there's so many reasons as to why it didn't work. It was great to learn. But it just made me come back to eBay dropshipping, hit it even harder, because I was just like, I know this works, and I know so much already. I'm not starting from level 1, I'm starting up a few levels, knowing what I'm doing. And so far we've implemented our new tactics. So far, so good. So we're really excited about that.
Yeah.
It should be a really good Q4. We're a bit annoyed that we haven't hit it quite perfectly, but anyway.
Yeah, it's taken us 4 months to get
recover.
And
we should probably explain what we mean.
4 months to trial and error. What do you mean? Because we got shut down.
Yeah. So guys, basically we had where we got lazy. Actually, we did really well. We had our accounts and we're doing very well, but because we're all linked. Both of our accounts were linked through the same IP addresses and things like that we're using. One of us got MC011, and I say within a week and a half, all of our stores had MC011. MC011 is an eBay restriction. They just want to confirm loads of details from you. At the time, this MC011 was sort of targeting dropshippers, and they weren't reopening the accounts, which obviously sucks. And then you can't go and create another account in your name. That's a problem. So we've been trying to learn a lot more about stealth accounts and produce that, which has taken us 4 months to actually implement and get our heads around, because there's just so much to it.
We were getting loads of accounts shut down. So as soon as we got the MC01s on our previous accounts, and I had 5, and they were, they were peaking as well just before they went down. So I was making about £600 a day profit off those. So the turnover was ridiculous to make that kind of profit.
It's crazy,
I know that was the best I've ever done. That was better than that moment. That was better than the Christmas I had. And at the Christmas I made a lot. Made like 12 grand at Christmas. So to beat that in April, is insane. And so things were looking amazing. And then as soon as they went down, and then we had to create these new accounts. I had two that sort of have just somehow survived. You know, like when I made some new ones, but all of the others, 100% of the other ones, got shut down. Because we had to make these accounts, and eBay obviously changed the rules a little bit. So we were like, right, let's just keep going. Let's go through the punches. And to be honest, it's something that me and Matt have done before with eBay and also other businesses. So you kind of roll with the punches. You just keep going.
That's just business.
Yeah, it's just business. So it grew.
We were watching that video yesterday, weren't we? And this serial entrepreneur is talking about you just got to punch harder than you've been punched, and that's so true.
Yeah, it is true.
Every time you get punched and you feel a bit down, you just got to come back so much harder.
Doesn't matter if you've lost everything, if it's money or whatever it is. You've got the knowledge. You'll just keep going.
And that was hard for us because we had actually, because we were doing so well and we had our systems in place and we had our team of VAs, we were pretty much doing nothing.
Yeah, we were really relaxed. Yeah.
That was our target though.
I was screen watching.
Yeah.
I was like, look at my stats, but actual hard work anymore because we'd worked so hard before then. That started weaning off. Our VAs were doing more for us. It was starting to get nice.
It was amazing.
We got a bit too secure.
But that was our problem as well, and I feel that we got lazy. But lessons learned, and we now we've learned that when you're on top, you've got to go 10 times harder to stay on top.
Yeah.
But anyway, we've massively digressed.
Yeah, I know. You actually went off on that one as well.
I know, that was my fault.
That was completely you. How weird was that? We meant to do a video on pros and cons of different types of dropshipping, but I thought just let him go. We just went off on one. It'll be my turn at some point.
We've
anyway.
only got 5 minutes left as well.
We can do this. We can do this. Okay, so we're going to talk about our experiences, so our pros and cons. So don't take this as gospel, but we feel it's best to share our experiences. So maybe if you see a mistake in that, or you see that same mistake coming up, you can avoid it and get help from someone, or do some research, get the right course, that kind of stuff. So you can overcome these problems quicker. So maybe if we could share our problems and positives, people learn from them.
Let's start with the big one. Let's whiz through it, and that is our own dropshipping. So Amazon to eBay dropshipping. I'd say let's start with the pros.
Oh, my first one was I know I said it earlier, but the accessibility.
The accessibility.
As soon as fact. Okay, when I mean by accessibility, let's probably explain why I'm saying this. Because there's software in place like Salefreaks, like EasySync. You've got these guys where they literally give you a tool to grab items. You get the items off Amazon and then you put them on eBay and they take all the information. So when I say ease of access, I mean because
as in you can start your business today.
Yeah, you'd have to write the listings. You'd have to you'd have to get the list. So the auto ordering, you have to manually grab all the orders. There's the tracking, you have to manually upload the tracking because they do all those things for you. The accessibility, the ease of access for everyday people with not a lot of money can do it. And that's the biggest positive I can think of. Yeah. We'll try and reel out a few more. I mean, for us, we've just been successful with it.
The fact that you can start so quickly as well, and you can start making money pretty quickly. Don't get me wrong, you're not going to go making thousands straight away. That's definitely not how it works.
But it's achievable.
But it's quick. It's quick to go. And if you I guess from my personal experience, so this might be a bit biased what I'm about to say, but it's almost, as long as you stick at it, you're guaranteed to make money and to make a good business out of it. Yeah. So long as you stick with it.
Yeah.
And you're a bit patient, because I'd say you need about 3 to 4 months and you'll be making good money. And I feel like you can't really go wrong.
That's fast. And the risk is so low. The financial risk.
You're not going to lose.
So low. It suits a lot of people.
You're not going to lose money unless you quit after a week or 2 weeks.
And then you'll know it's not for you, and maybe you'll have to just go back and find, your motivation, why you want to get into business, all this stuff. You might have to go back to real basics. What we're talking about now on these videos at the moment is past that. You're at that level. You're ready to start a business. You're ready to get going. Yeah. And that's why we can just say this freely, and then without those barriers. But if there are barriers, make sure you identify them. Make sure you write them down. Yeah. Think about what your fears are, and if you overcome there first, then you can start any business. True. Hopefully, maybe we'll be able to start dropshipping.
What's the negatives for that? I'll say the negatives are.
I could reel a list, but they're all to us they're not too big. But I've got a list for this. Which side do you want to start on, Amazon or eBay?
Yeah. So Amazon accounts being shut down. Basically, they just. they're not. They
Remember,
don't mind doing what we're doing, but at the same time,
So-
they want a lot of verification all the time.
yeah, Amazon have and eBay has this as well. Amazon have automated security. So when you put loads of orders through an Amazon account, even though a lot of the customer service they know that they either know what we're doing or they just don't mind it, whatever, right?
Yeah.
They have systems in place where if so many orders go through their accounts, sometimes they just lock them and then want you to confirm billing details. The problem is, even if you try to confirm billing details like we used to,
Sometimes
they just don't open them for some reason. There was like 1 in 5 they'll just open, the rest they'll just leave. And because we need to constantly have orders going through, because I've got, between 150 200 orders going through a day, I need these accounts to be operating, so I just close those and open new ones, which you can just open new ones. But that's an issue because they get closed down. So if say one of you guys started today and then one got closed down tomorrow and you panicked, now that's what you might do. And at first we kind of did, but we quickly went, we need to open more. So just remember, you can open more accounts, but that is a negative.
I guess we learn. The biggest negative for Amazon to eBay dropshipping is actually you need to build wide before you build high. And what I mean by that is you need plenty of accounts with everything, and preferably unlinked, because then that way if one does go down, one does hit a problem, it's okay, your business is not in jeopardy, you know.
Yeah. eBay have a system like we're having an MC011 where if one person goes down, one account goes down because they just want to verify your details, they'll pause all of them. Now just imagine you operating a business, say a shop on the high street, and then someone came along and said, "Sorry, mate, we're closing your business until you've verified all these details." Suddenly,
padlock on your door.
padlock on your door. No one can come in for business. You're still paying rent. You know, this is exactly the same thing that happens to us. They literally stop all your listings, and then when they do, if they do let you have your account back, you've got to list everything yourself.
Good news is you can make all these accounts unlinked, so there will never be a problem. And we can go into some more depth about that in other videos.
Yeah, that's another video.
Or if you need to know now and you're in dropshipping and it's a problem for you, just reach out to us. We'll be happy to help you out. I'd say that the biggest pros and cons. We could go in deeper. We will go in deeper, but unfortunately,
just do your light ones then. So what other cons have we got with it?
eBay restrictions, so that is just like the MC011 verification things. It's not the end of the world. You can get out of them, especially now.
Yeah, copyright as well, zero items, but that's less of a problem now because the software companies, they have giant lists of items that you can't list, so it stops you from listing an item that another company won't want you to. Again, there's no legal ramifications if you do get one. It's just eBay going, you shouldn't do that, and if you get so many, they stop you listing for so much time. So listing bans, that kind of stuff. But again, nothing's going to happen to you legally, so that's not an issue.
Yeah, no. I guess, that's kind of the beauty of this business as well. Nothing like that is going to happen. We're not doing anything wrong.
I suppose
I think a lot of people sometimes think that we are, which is...
Yeah, I know, as well, leading off that, I suppose a con, and this isn't for us, really, is at first people think a con is, I'm selling stuff off Amazon, I'm selling on eBay, I shouldn't do that. But remember, you're just using Amazon as one place where people's suppliers go. There's loads of different suppliers. Yeah. It's the same if you went to another retail shop. But for some reason, people are more comfortable to go to like Wayfair and Costco and these other places when Amazon just has them all there, and that's why it's fine to do that. It's just one place where loads of suppliers are. So don't see that as a problem. It is absolutely fine. Pros, I suppose, it's easier to scale the business. So, we were talking about going wide and up. You can have multiple accounts. You can sell hot selling items. And there's tools for that as well. There's a free one that's with Salefreaks, and there's one that's actually called Zik Analytics. You can use those to find those hot selling items. So dropshipping in general probably allows this, but especially eBay dropshipping, you can reverse engineer the whole process. So we're finding the hot selling items already without having to pay any money up front.
Yep.
And then we list the items which cost minimal amount of money. You pay for the listing on Salefreaks and eBay, and then you're more likely to sell that item than if you just went on and found any items. So that is a massive pro. You'd be able to have a fully functioning, operating retail business selling products online within a day, and then suddenly you can say, look.
And even if you didn't want to use Zik Analytics and things like that, which I do, and SKU Grid, which I highly recommend that you do, but if you didn't, like Salefreaks, for example, they have this locator tool.
Yeah.
You grab a big batch of listings and you only list the hot selling items. And what we mean by hot selling items is items that have sold on eBay already before. And you can do this like ones which are sold 5 or more times, 4 or more times, 3 or more times, 2 or more times. So yeah, you can have hot selling items from the get-go, which is what we do.
Yeah.
We use both Locator and SKU Grid in that. So yeah, massive pro.
Yeah, that's a huge pro. Because we're
another thing.
What?
I guess eBay invoicing, right? So eBay invoice it costs you 10% on average.
Oh, your final value fee.
Final value fee.
They take a lot of money.
However, you don't pay this until like the end of the month. So it's good and bad, as in you got to don't believe the money that's in your PayPal account or in your bank balance just yet. Believe it after you've paid your eBay bill.
Yeah.
But I see that as a pro, because not constantly having to dish out or pay anything up front.
Yeah, you pay the bill at the end, which is nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
They're promoting, and then actually just a general pro as well. This is normally a pro. PayPal. The good thing about PayPal, you can do instant withdrawals, which go through a certain period. Something called PayPal Gel, which we can talk about in a separate video. Once after you've done your 3 months sort of probation on PayPal, you can instantly withdraw money, which is so handy, because a lot of businesses, when you take card payments, there's clearing, there's other things that have got to go through.
So true.
It's the fact that you can withdraw that money, and I know that's, again, not all your pure profit, because it's going to include, you're going to pay your fees later on, but it's very, very strong cash flow type business.
It is.
So you got that pot of money is instantly there, and you can withdraw it, and it's in your bank. So you could literally withdraw money, and then say you went out or something, and you need to buy a few drinks. I need some more money in the bank. Now, I don't recommend doing this, but I'm just saying the speed of it. You literally go withdraw, and it's done, and pay for it, and the person could have bought that item off you 10 seconds earlier.
Yeah.
That's how fast it is, but that's just, don't do that.
True. But that is a pro. That you're not wrong there.
But yeah.
I would be interested to see what someone who's done Amazon to eBay dropshipping who has found it as a bad experience, which of course there's people like that in every business.
Yes.
I wonder what they'd be saying right now.
Yeah.
What negatives they'd be saying, and if you guys have found any particular negatives, do leave a comment, and maybe we could cover the topic if there's a way that we look at that and we go, oh, you can just get around it like this. Put a negative in, and we'll try and do that. Other forms of e-commerce then.
Yeah,
we do not know anywhere near as much, so we'll skim through these ones.
Yeah.
FBA. Now, FBA, there was a lot of hype about
headache
a year or two ago. I think the downfall is it's a pretty simple process. You're buying bulk from China, you're shipping it into an Amazon warehouse, and then you're selling it on Amazon. We've actually done FBA, so we do know a bit about it.
We did a dog seat cover.
We do not do it anymore. And
we did a car dog seat cover.
Yeah.
It was thanks to FBA why I got into eBay dropshipping. We got the guys in China to design it. They shipped it to the Amazon warehouse. We got excited about it. Matt got on board because I actually found the idea first. Literally went on YouTube and found someone doing FBA, and then I was like, I want to do it. Now, thanks to FBA, we found eBay dropshipping. Awesome. However, on Amazon FBA, I can tell you now we lost £9,000 easily. Maybe more because of a rank brain. But that's another conversation. Don't go with them, what I just said there. I wish I could delete that, what I just said. But we lost a lot of money on Amazon FBA. But I'd rather be honest about it up front. It's our experience, and it was mainly because, there were times it was our fault where we were putting enough effort in. Bad investments, and also we spent way too much on, was it Amazon advertising, whatever it's called?
PPC.
The PPC. Yeah, pay-per-click stuff. Because Amazon charge you up front, literally per click. So we spent loads of money on that. We eventually got on the first page, but that was when we just sold out of everything. And we were in that stage where people would buy again to remain at the top. But we were in a saturated field as well. So with Amazon, a lot of competitors, weren't there?
You've got to spend money, and quite a lot of money, before you actually make money.
Yeah.
Now, if that was our only business and that's all that we wanted to focus in, like John just said, we finally got to first page. We would have made sure there was another batch coming in, and then we would have started to see a return of investment. Trouble is that the outlay was just massive. It didn't cost us that much. Not so if you're going to get into it, it's not necessarily going to cost you that much, but I'd say you need at least
£5,000, I'd say.
I would say, yeah.
And that's me being.
And a lot of people would say you only need 2, but the trouble is you only need 2 for like the stock on that. They're not telling you about And we thought the hard bit was getting it from China to Amazon warehouse, because there's quite a bit of, nitty gritty in there.
Yeah.
It's not. The hard bit is when it's in Amazon and actually getting
Selling
sales.
It's insane. The competition is really, really tough. You got to be really good now at product research. Amazing. It used to be you could probably make pretty much any product and get it in there, because you can use Jungle Scout and these companies where you reverse engineer the process to see what's hot selling.
Yeah.
Now there's so much competition. You need to be really good at product research. You need to be really good at PPC. You need to make sure you're doing giveaways and all these other tactics. Not necessarily giveaways, but I'm just saying there's got to have some kind of strategy. You can't just put an item on like you can on eBay and sell. So if you are going to get FBA, make sure you do your research. Probably invest in a course. Maybe remember to educate yourself big time. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from our mistakes. We're happy for people to ask questions about it. Just make sure you do your due diligence before you get into it.
If any of you are looking to get into it though, and you do need a coach or a mentor, once again we know a guy, Ben. If it wasn't for Ben, we would have lost.
We would have lost even more. That's the thing. But Ben saved us. He's got his own products. I don't know what his name is on thingy. Oh, the Amateur Guru. The Amateur Guru.
Amazon Guru.
The Amazon Amateur Guru. If you just put that in on YouTube, you'll find him. We'll maybe put his link in the description. But he's the FBA man. He's got 5 products at the moment. He's doing well, and he's looking to expand as well and scale. And he's really aggressive. The thing is, he's actually cash poor, and this isn't a bad thing. Like for people who use Amazon, he's doing this on purpose. But we just let you know this is something you'll have to do if you want to scale big. He's cash poor because he puts all his money into stock. Yeah. So if he liquidated and sold all his stock, he'd have like 40-50 grand.
I think more than that. I think that was 40-50 grand.
He'd have a lot of money anyway. So he'll have a lot of money just bam. No, because I think he's cashed in on some, hasn't he? So he's probably got like a lot of money. He's not probably doing 100% scale anymore. But if you want to scale fast and earn a lot of money in the future, you have to put all your money back in again. So you'll have a job or whatever you have where you have your money coming in. And he's been doing it for like 2 years now. So he's been sat there with not a lot of money coming out of Amazon for himself because he's scaling. And then you've got to be willing to do that. Yeah. And a lot of people are.
I think a lot of people aren't because they're once again thinking they want to want to build a business, want to make money quickly.
Yeah.
I'd say Amazon FBA is not that.
Yeah.
But I guess people would say otherwise.
Some people would. Again, this is our experience. We didn't have a positive one with Amazon at all. But again, for something like FBA, you could get into eBay dropshipping or retail dropshipping to build that cash, and that could fund something like that, which I know some people are doing at the moment.
Last one we've got to talk about is Shopify. Shopify,
Matt knows more about.
Yeah, but we can't really talk too much about it. Yeah. So I did like a no ad one, and what that is more like brand building.
So it's all on Instagram, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty much solely on Instagram.
Hence the hoodie, like we said earlier, Vico. Was it Vico it's called?
Yeah.
The jumpers are great, the model's no good, but get out. Yeah.
Shopify, so what I'm going to say about Shopify. I think Shopify is one of those ones, you got to be careful with what you're doing. You've got to get a good mentor. That is just point number one. Someone who really knows what they're doing and can teach you to do the same. And then it is literally, it's all about testing. For me, so I just built a brand and on Instagram. You need to be super active, super on it. And I think it's actually a perfect model if you're in a job and you're looking to start something sort of on the side. It's a perfect side hustle. It doesn't take too much time out of the day, but you just got to be consistent every day.
You've got to be really patient, haven't you, as well? Because I noticed that it's not something like eBay, you cash flow starts coming in quite quickly, so you get that sort of like reassurance something's working. Yeah. Whereas Instagram, you need all the social proofing. You need to build like loads of massive following. Yeah,
it's not easy.
And that's before you make money, and you've got to spend a bit as well to get there. And it's not tons, but it builds up. I was just about to say the
overheads are quite low, but it does build up. But if you're in a good job, or just if you're committed, it's been a good job. If you're committed, you'll be fine, and it will work. Now the other type of it is of Shopify dropshipping is with ads, and that's usually where you've got a product from AliExpress, Alibaba. No, AliExpress, sorry, not Alibaba. That's the common one anyway. You can use obviously other wholesalers. And you build a site around that one product or a batch of products, but around one sort of genre,
Yeah.
and then you do a lot of ad spend and you get
Like
traffic.
Facebook ads.
Traffic coming from
You know,
the
when
ads.
you guys must have been on Facebook before, and there's some little there's some like back brace who comes in, or some kind of special massager or whatever it is. You've seen the one product ads. They're on Facebook. That's exactly what they'll send you to a Shopify store. It might even have a website, normal website name, but it is going to be a Shopify store.
Yeah.
And that's where they think about that ad getting shown in front of loads of people, and they're targeting loads of people, different age groups, different interests. They can target you specifically.
It's all related to the product.
That's something that we're excited by, but we've not tried it yet. But we thought we'd just talk about it to let you know that there's other ways of Shopify. Because Matt tried one that didn't work for us at the time, but that is a different type of Shopify. Because Shopify can be used for different things like branding,
and
these
by the
product
way,
stores, that kind of stuff.
the Shopify way that I was doing probably would have worked. I wasn't patient enough with it, and also we had a lot going on at the time with our eBay accounts being shut down. So
so we had a bit of a cash flow problem at the time.
Yeah, so I cut my focus. I needed to cut my focus, come back to eBay, because otherwise both were going to go down. But it was good. It was good to learn. It was good experience. Don't let my experience put you off it. I think it is a great one. It's definitely one of those ones as well. When you hit the nail on the head, I mean, you're just going to take off. But it's so much harder to hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of.
But there's just so many options out there now, isn't there, with dropshipping? Once you get your head into it, e-commerce actually in general. Yeah. But like most of the things we talk about is dropshipping, except for the FBA. There's still elements of dropshipping it just because we don't actually hold on to the products.
Yeah.
Basically, we're in a business. We want to be in a business model for life where we're not actually holding on to any of the products ourselves, and that suits us. It allows us to be able. I'm down south at the moment. We're recording again down with Matt, and then in the last video we were at my office. So look, we're moving around a lot. We literally take our laptops wherever we go. We're going to go to a coffee shop and do a meeting with a potential client, and then which we're going to go to. And we're gonna be there in 10 minutes. We're gonna meet with them, and then after that we'll stay in the coffee shop and work. We can do that because we put things in place to allow us to get to this point. So these types of dropshipping, we just want to keep talking about them and making sure that if other people want to achieve this kind of stuff and be able to move around like we do, like the freedom we have, the time. So much time. We just finished playing COD, the new Modern Warfare, because we're cool. No, because we wanted to, and we said, let's just play for a bit, and then we will do our work today. We write down our goals and our to-do lists.
We will work until our to-do list is done. So we'll work 2-3 o'clock in the morning. We don't mind. We do that because it suits us. Obviously, you do what suits you.
Yeah. If you need to, if you have to be in the day, you can do it in the day. If it has to be at night, you can do it at night. There's no set time you need to be somewhere.
Which is really, really nice.
Boom.
Anyway, overall from this video, we're obviously biased. Do Amazon, eBay, dropshipping. That's what we would say. But obviously, it comes down to the individual. Comes down to yourself. Just if you're thinking of doing it or you want to do it, just take the first step and invest in yourself and give it a go. 100%.
All right. Well,
reach out to us if you need us to refer you to anyone.
Subscribe to this video because I'm cool saying that, and. Don't look at his face. I know he just ruins my videos, doesn't he? So get out of my shop.
Hit the bell or whatever.
Yeah, hit the bell end.
But as you can see, we've got lots to talk about though.
Yeah,
there's this video was going to be.
It's almost 30 minutes. It's meant to be 10 minutes.
It was going to be 10 minute long, maximum 15 minutes. It's half hour.
It's the longest video we've done.
I know. I just want to be a quick one.
Alright, till the next video, guys. We're going to do we've got loads of stuff we can talk about, loads of how-tos and helping with everyone with Amazon to eBay dropshipping. And we're just going to share our experiences. And also, if you do have some fears, we're going to start doing videos on that as well, how to overcome them, and our experiences.
Yeah. And as we said before, guys, we want to be as transparent as possible in these videos. If you have stayed this long to watch it, which if you have, thank you very much. But let's put a comment in. Ask us any question. We'll try and address anything. We're going to be 100% transparent, 100% honest. So let us know.
Okay. See everyone.
Take care.
Bye.